Before I start, just letting you guys know the Hood News Network is going to be relaunched. I had to take it down for a little bit, focusing on other adventures, but now we coming back full storm, you know what I'm saying? Guns blazing, everything aiming, you know what I'm saying? This ain't for the Caucasians, or it ain't for, should I say, for the occasion. But let's talk about it. Now, my ladies, my beautiful sisters, you know I love you, and you know sometimes I may come off hard on you guys, but I just know that I'm always with you, and just know that my hardness is to only build you up. It's never to tear you down, never to keep you down. It's always to build you up, because in order for us to be strong, we need strong partners, and I need my sisters to be strong. With that being said, let's talk about this. Why am I talking about this? You know why? Because I was almost a victim of this. Giving you a brief testimony of myself. My Wiz was carrying my son, my newborn son, and she went to the hospital for dehydration because she kept throwing up. My son he's a handful now. He was a handful in the womb. She went to the hospital for dehydration. They gave her you know, what they call the IV fluids, you know, to get her back, right? Oh, I'm here, you know, I'm the one that took her there. I stuck around. She was like, go home. I said, nah, I'm staying here. I stay there. A nurse comes to me and tells me that a C-section is needed to be done on your child because of an irregular heartbeat. She's having contractions and it's affecting the heartbeat. I walked inside. I was like, can I see her? She said, sure. I walked inside the room. She's laying there. She's getting better. She don't know what's going on. I said, yo, hon, you know that they're about to administer a C-section? Did they tell you this? She said, no. What? Nah. Within 5 minutes later, a gang of doctors came in there and said that we are getting ready to administer emergency C-section. And I looked at that man, I said, you're not about to do nothing. This man looks at me and says, I've been doing this longer than you've been alive. I said, my man, you know how old am I? He left. He bought one of them residential students to try to persuade my lady, persuade Wiz to, you know, follow through. Because you know how they do it in the hospital. It's not what the man says, it's what the woman says. And she says, I'm listening to my man. He is the king. He is my king. And if he says it's a dub, it's a dub. Say all that to say this, it didn't go through, and my son had a natural, full-term birth, okay? Full term. So when I see stuff like this, it irritates me. Let me give word of encouragement and wisdom to my ladies. Ladies, understand something, that you are at war. Doesn't matter if you rich or poor. If your skin color is not of theirs, you are out. You are not allowed to be in any care of these people without your protection, which is your man. And now I know all of this nonsense. I don't need no man. I don't want to hear that, because we need each other. There's things that a woman's presence need for men, and there's things that a man's presence needed for. That's the universal law. You're not trying to hear, oh, that's not for me. Oh, I don't want it. You must be there, fellas. You must be there with your woman at all times. There's no, you stay here, I'm gonna go make a run, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna go sleep. Nope, you stay put. You stay within the area. You make sure your number's on speed dial. You have a conversation with the nurses. I primarily prefer to speak to the colored nurses because 9 out of 10 times they are black and they are mothers too. And they want what's best for the system. For those that still remain in that mentality, I go seek for them. You understand? You see, when you realize that this system doesn't care about you and it's all about business, if you don't see the way the economy is right now, it's not about the poor, it's not about nothing, it's about business. Like they tell you, it's not personal, it's just business. Even if they're personally hurting you, even if they're personally destroying you, it's about business. So you make it your business to make what's personal to you a priority. You make it your business to make sure what's personal to you is a priority. And there's no backing down. When you are amongst these people, there's no argument. There's no disagreement. You must have an understanding between you and your woman and your man, that when we are walking in the presence of these people, we are a pack. We are one. Same ideas. Even if you disagree, they should never know. That's the biggest threat. Because there's a lot of children and a lot of mothers who have C-sections. Okay? Never recovers. Matter of fact, C-section is not even universal. These are practices that these people brought from Nazi Germany. These are things that they was doing when they was trying to, figure out the black woman. And let's see, instead of having her push out the baby, they just cut her open. This is historical, documented, declassified information you guys can retrieve if you would look. The reason why I'm speaking on this, because like I said, this thing was close to home. And I know a lot of beautiful black women that has the same story, where these people are being ambushed by so-called doctors and use that tactic to create fear. See, fear is what they must use in order to get what they want. It's never with love. It's never with decency. They don't carry no power. They possess fear. That's all they have. And we together must remove that fear. Don't be afraid of them. Don't be afraid of what they can do. Don't be afraid of what they say. Don't be afraid of denouncing their religion. Don't be afraid to step away from their schools. Don't be afraid to step away from their jobs. Because if you trust the creators and you put your hands and your heart with them, you will pull through out of anything these people throw at you. Because you are the dominion on this earth. It's your brother, man, from the mother. You understand? I'll let you.